doctor. Hey, Mindy.
What's up?
Come here.
Yeah.
That was me.
Fucking Mindy is very blinding. She blinds me with the light. Is
Blind
that
everyone
good?
with
You
light.
think you want to take the thing off?
Last time you had it uncondomed and it worked fine.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna take off the condom.
My vocal cords are so buff from all this voice I've been carrying.
She works out her mouth a lot.
Oh god, that didn't sound good.
I know. It sounds great, right? What I wanted to do, this week, was I made a whole folder. Can you see that on this?
Yes.
No, you can't.
No.
You can't.
How do you know? You weren't looking.
Look.
Oh.
Now
you
it
can?
is. Now it is. I made a new folder. It's called Wednesday Vid with Mindy.
Okay. Which
But
Mindy?
I'm thinking exactly.
With you or with me?
So I wanted to redo it because it's like, what if we don't always hit Wednesday? You know? So I'm gonna call it
Weekly.
no. Midweek Mindy's.
Okay.
It's the midweek Mindy's. You got a case of the midweek Mindy's.
Can you say it?
I
How's that communications class going?
don't have one. I'm just kidding. So, for like a couple days before Wednesday, I was like trying to come up with ideas, and I came up with a few.
I would expect nothing less of you.
A few. But I think this one here is the most, I don't know, I was gonna say threshed out. Is that a term? Is that a term?
I don't support that message.
Okay, exactly.
I support the message of believing in yourself.
Exactly. So
I don't
that's
wanna
why
talk
I
about how you don't believe in yourself.
That's why I thought this would be a good video, because it gets all my fears out at the beginning. And then after this video, I have no excuses because you've already told me all the ways I'm wrong.
Is that my sole purpose in life, to tell you how you're wrong?
You're really good at it.
I'm sorry. Now I sound like an asshole.
No, but for sure, for real. Look, this is the premise I wrote. I have to list all my reasons, doubts, and worries to Mindy about continuing this path, so that she could bring me back down to earth, and I have less excuses in the way of being productive.
Okay.
Yeah?
One second pause, because my sister just sent me a bad joke, and it says,
Okay.
what do you call a nurse with dirty knees? The head nurse.
I gotta tell that to Randy. Randy will love that.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, I should have gone like this, huh? So that it like... Wah. Wah. Isn't that cool?
It's so cool.
I'm still astonished at my depth of technological.
Yeah, I look at this and I don't even know what is on the screen, so you're ahead of me.
Look at that. That's fun to me. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay.
So why do you think you're not good enough?
Oh yeah.
I feel like the most popular shit on the internet is people who suck.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Okay, but one, what gives me the right?
What gives you the right?
What gives me the right? There's a lot of responsibility in knowing what you're putting out into the world and how it will have an effect on others, and that really worries me a lot. I have a lot of anxiety over what gives me the right to say this right now, because it could affect another person in a way I don't intend.
I'm trying to think of one fucking YouTube video where people were respectful of the responsibility that they held.
That's why I'm freaking out. What gives me the right?
Nope.
What gives them the right, but also, like, what gives me the right?
What gives you the right not to?
You're right. There is a lot of things, like, I've been listening to audiobooks a lot.
If you have free speech,
Yeah.
why are you the only one that's not allowed to speak?
No, I
freely
was
on the
listening to
internet.
one, and it was about the practice. This guy Seth Godin, um, and he was basically like, if you have a gift and you're not fucking giving it to the world, like, you're being selfish, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you're being selfish, but like, that's the thing, is like, I'm worrying too much about, I don't know, being bad. I won't be bad.
Well, I think that the best way to get over these fears is to change your perspective around them.
Mm-hmm.
And, because changing perspective is all we can really do. And so I think maybe take the weight of the world, don't put how it's going to affect other people and make it so big as a responsibility for the whole world, and just try to have fun. Because I know that you're the type of person that believes that you should do things that allow you to be yourself and to have fun, and that's a right that everybody has.
Yeah.
And so I think if you just try and do it for fun versus for an effect, then the effect will be stronger in the outcome.
Yeah. That's like,
You gotta get on to you gotta decide you're doing it for you, not for everyone that's watching it.
there's this dude, Immanuel Kant. He's this old philosopher guy. He was kind of a nerd. He never left his hometown like me. But he really believed, one of the main things he believed was that you should never treat another person as a means to an end. You have to treat every person as an end in itself. And by that he means, like, don't use people. You know? I should just be thinking about the end instead of, like, of my videos. I don't know. Like, 'cause I have an idea, right? That's my end. And I'm trying to use the videos as a means to that end. But I should just treat it as an end?
I don't think so. I think you shouldn't treat it as a journey at all, more as a moment. I don't think you should be trying to get to the end at all. I think you should just be right here, right now, and being right here, right now is greater than the end. I think if you think about the end too much, you miss the whole point.
Yeah, it's the journey.
Yeah.
And, like, back to the webpage, or my notes. What gives me the right? No one's always perfect, you know? But I'm scared of saying the wrong thing and influencing things I don't want to happen. I get a little crazy with my ideas, you know? I'm intense. Like,
Yeah, but I think that goes into, like, you don't have power over other people, and other people's responses to what you say is not something that you're responsible for.
I don't know. I feel a lot of responsibility for what I do, and, like, the role that I am projecting into other people's lives.
I
But
think
that's
if you're a
just-
good
I'm
person
insane.
and you're doing the best that you can, then that gives you the right to do it.
True.
And I know you're a good person, and I know that you do the best that you can, so therefore you have the right.
I do. And this is a quote. I think it corresponds with this that I have. Ooh, what the fuck is that?
It's a like.
Why did that come up?
Someone likes you.
We're not streaming.
I'm just kidding.
It's just a video. What the fuck was that? This is a note I have on my desk. I think it relates to this. I don't know. I have to stop saying
Why?
because it's like a filler word. There you go. Is a word that fucking see, I'm doing it. You use it to, like, fill your speech, which is, like, cool when you're talking to someone else, but when you're, like, filming, it's like It's like saying like in an essay.
No, I understand.
You know?
I understand why it's not necessary, but I don't understand why you have to critique yourself so intensely.
Because I'm a Taurus. I'm just kidding.
Very fair point.
I don't know, because ethics, like, one of the things I really like about ethics is that it's showing, how you want to live and, like, how actions affect other people and what the meaning of that is. And so that's just... I'm very neurotic. Very neurotic. I gotta focus on something else, though. Which I guess makes sense if I focused on doing... just creating anything online, you know?
I think acceptance is one of the most important concepts. Like being accepting other people exactly as they are without having a desire to change or fix them. Because at the end of the day, nobody gives you the right to have power over someone in that way. And if you really do accept people for their flaws and for who they are, then you should have that same level of acceptance towards yourself.
But, like, still, like, I look at the people that are smart, and I'm like, I'm not smart enough to teach people. I've always been like that. Like, even when, like, people are like, hey, be a tutor, you know? And I'm like, or like, teach me how to play the drums. I'm like, I don't have that right, also.
Where has self-doubt got you in your life?
Not committing suicide. I got you with that one, bitch.
Yeah, because the next thing I was going to say was, why don't you try something different? But I don't want you to commit suicide, so I'm not going to say that.
Okay. See, I got you. I'm getting. I get what you're saying. I suck at technical stuff, and it's really hard, and it takes me a really long time. You saw that. That's why we're filming today on a Friday instead of Wednesday, because I went to film on Wednesday, and then it said, what'd it say?
I don't know, I'm just here, man.
It didn't. I did a test film. And then, I went to look at it, and it only recorded the audio, and it's because I changed all the settings. But I didn't know what to change to get it back to normal, so I went and got my brother, and I made him do it.
You know when the Wright brothers were trying to invent flight for the first time?
Yeah?
They didn't succeed right away. But
True.
if they had stopped trying, we would never be flying.
Yes. But have you considered staying in bed and watching cartoons?
Yeah, but I'm sitting here making these awful videos with you because I'm a supportive friend.
Thank you. I love you. You'll get money eventually, I promise. Fucking... There's this quote by Anthony Bourdain I really like. Let me not drop shit. This one. I know this one works. So he says, I understand that there's a guy inside of me who wants to lay in bed, smoke weed all day, and watch cartoons and old movies. My whole life is a series of stratagems to avoid and outwit that guy. I told this to Julia the other day.
Very good quote.
Yeah. She's like, I want to go home early, but I was like, what are you going to do?
But I believe that there's a balance and that you need to love that part of yourself and give that part of it yourself some time, but also allow the other parts that are inside of you, because you also have a guy inside of you that wants to make videos and become fucking a brilliant teacher, and so you're also making strategies to avoid that guy, it seems.
Oh! The fuck out of here! Love that. I was gonna say Brene Brown. You're reminding me of Brene Brown, and she studied like wholehearted people, and so she came up with like a list of like qualities of things that people that live wholeheartedly have, and one of them is like what you were saying, like cultivating that joy and taking care of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's so smart. You see, I had to read to learn these things, and Mindy just knows them.
I don't read.
She don't read. So she says something, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's like this thing I read. What else, dude? I'm broke, in debt, and bad at money. Me money now, money please.
Well, we're doing it now, so obviously you have enough to start.
Fucking true. True. I'm just saying I'm bad at money, but I have been creating a whole team.
Yeah.
In my head. It's a fantasy team for when I'm successful.
Yeah, I love it when me, Paige, Amanda, and everybody sit at the round table inside your head.
Yeah.
There's coffee in there. It's got mushrooms.
And like all your jobs have to be alliteration for some reason. I was like, Eileen, I'm trying to come up with an E for you. And she's like, why does it have to be E? And I was like, because that's how I know the universe says it's right. But yeah. Shy?
Yes.
She's like, she said she's good at money. So, I'll let her do that.
Okay.
You know. She wouldn't even go to pupusas with us because she was like, nah, I don't want to spend your money. And it's like, it's a pupusa. It's a pupusa.
Well, I think having more money wouldn't be a bad thing. And that's your goal in this, right?
It never really is. My goal in this is mainly, I want to exist, but online. Because I feel like that's what's happening right now is with the prevalence of technology and, like, the internet. There's gonna be an online us, and there's a real world us. There already is.
There already is.
There already is. And I want to make my online me, and more helpful. Money's just the side effect.
Yeah.
You know?
We're
And money will just make sure that me and all my loved ones are taken care of.
We're opposite sides of the Mindys on that spectrum, because I feel like the world that I live in on the outside is so exhausting that I can't imagine having one on the inside of the internet too. One is enough for me, and I'd rather make my mark in person.
I can do both. I just think it's a new playing field.
I love that.
It used to be the Wild West, and now I think we're heading into a time of heavy regulation. But that's why I got to get started now.
Yeah.
That's why I get started now. I should have started like 10
well, you are getting
years
started
ago.
now, so be proud of yourself.
Yeah. I appreciate that in my morning journals. I can't even talk good without slurring and swearing.
Welcome to America.
I can't even talk no good.
Welcome to America.
I'm too extreme to be a good role model. That kind of it goes in the one. I'm too extreme. I want to scream about California. But it's like, what if a kid watches that and becomes a radical?
Then his parents should be more mindful of what he's allowed to watch.
I don't know about that. No, but like, I don't know. Like, I get manic a lot, you know? I get manic a lot, and, I really don't want to be in an ivory tower. In which I mean, like, I don't want to be so stuck in the internet culture that, I'm not down to earth. You know? Like you. You don't like it. You just want to be down to earth. I kind of like it, but I have to make sure I can get down to earth. Which is why I think I'm still gonna work a day job. I don't know, but I feel like I'm too extreme.
I feel like the best role models are extreme. Hitler, for example. I'm just kidding.
Pull out the fucking Hitler card, dude.
I'm sorry, that was a lie.
Stalin, Mao.
If you're not extreme, people won't listen.
You're right. That guy I was talking about, Kant, he was like, you should never lie. Ever.
That's extreme.
He would say, like, yeah, he would be like, he'd say, like you shouldn't do to others what you wouldn't do to yourself, or something like that. The golden rule. He said that with lies. He's like, well, if you lie, then that means you think it's okay to lie, and that means you're saying to the world that it's okay for them to lie, and if everyone thinks it's okay to lie, then how do we know when everyone's lying? And then he was going crazy, like me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's extreme, I guess.
I think it's okay to be extreme.
I feel responsibility, and I don't like it.
I think it's healthy to feel responsibility.
Yeah. I just know I'm clumsy. But
you're a human. You have to allow
I got
for yourself to make
foot and mouth
mistakes.
syndrome, dude. Foot and mouth syndrome. I was born with it.
Is that why I can see a toe coming out of your lip?
Yeah, exactly. I can't shut the fuck up. And then, okay, I'm not focused and I'm bad at being consistent. That's the game right now. It's
Those
being
are things
consistent
that get better
and
with practice, and this is a form of practice for that.
True. I think I have ADHD.
I'm sure you do. In fact, Mindy, I'm a clinical psychologist, and I am officially diagnosing you with ADHD.
Oh my goodness. I can't wait to tell my superiors. What else, dude? What else? I want to do another one, because I like the number 9. Okay?
Okay.
I have to make one up now.
I'm sure it'll be easy for you.
Let's go. Let's fucking go, bitch.
Also, to go back to number 1.
Yeah.
What gives you the right?
It gives me the fucking right.
My name's Mindy, and I'm giving you the right.
Mindy can't give Mindy the right. Only Mindy can give Mindy the right. But which one? 9. Let's see. I feel like, okay, when I get down to what I really want to make, I think about my 6 years in college of fucking geeking out over, like, morality and ethics and shit. And I'm like, maybe I should just do that and, like, geek out. But then what I worry about is that, like, no one will care about that. You know?
But do you care about that?
I do.
Then you, as a person, are enough. Care.
I care about it, but, like, I'm like, should I focus all my time on things I just care about, or, you know? Like, I feel like I'll post that, no one will care, it'll make me sad. I don't want to make me sad.
But that's because you, and I know this because I've been in this place before, and I've gotten better at it, but sometimes I do still find myself in this place. But you can't associate your own worth by what other people think your worth is. You have to be the one that decides what your worth is, and you need to get to a point where you have enough self-worth that it doesn't matter whether anybody else thinks you do or not, because you do.
I mean, I think I'm sick as fuck.
Yeah, but that's different than, like, actually seeing your worth as being more like you need to believe you're sick as fuck without other people also believing that.
I just no one cares about that ethics right now. I feel like. But I guess that's what we're missing, you know?
They might if they start watching your videos on it.
Yeah. I want to start a non-profit called Good People.
Mm-hmm.
Like when people say, "Oh yeah, Mindy, she's good people."
But which one?
Exactly, but which one? But yeah, that'll be mostly about ethics and like starting like a spiritual community where we can all learn soul things, you know, instead of like school things.
Also, like, the internet world is such a big place. Like, probably the biggest place I know of.
Mm-hmm.
And, to say nobody's gonna care is, like, so far off because you could literally post a video where you say, come out of the bathroom door and say, hey, I just pooped for the first time today, and somebody is gonna care.
Okay. This brings up the first one again. Okay? It does. What gives me the right. So, say, one of the things I want to do is, like, start, like, a program for kids, like Girl Scouts or Boy Scouts. It's obviously for all kids. And I want to base it around, like, building a good sense of morality and, like, learning about ethics and, like, consequences of actions and shit like that. Right?
Uh-huh.
If I wanted to do that, like, online or whatever, then I would not have as much authority if I'm online also being a complete dumbass and saying extreme shit. You know? So that's why I'm scared of doing something, is because it limits me in the future, I feel like.
I feel like you're the only one that can limit yourself in the future. Just look at MGK. He put out a bunch of shit and then he deleted it and changed his whole tattoo into a big giant Jesus cross.
Don't even tell me about MGK.
I don't know. Look, Mindy, if I came to you and I was like, these are my ideas, this is what I want to do.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you would tell me to do it.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Right?
Yeah, I do that with everyone.
So then, what gives you the right to think that you don't deserve that same fucking treatment to yourself? If you would tell me to go ahead and do it, then you might as well be telling yourself to go ahead and do it.
I don't like to listen. I don't like to listen to myself, even. That's why Manager Mindy. I feel like that's good. But I know, I need more self-discipline. I just need structure, I think. More structure. That's why I've been trying to create the fucking, this.
I think you need less thinking about it, more doing it. Like, the thing, like, one of my favorite, I guess it's a philosophy, I don't know whose philosophy it is, because I don't read, but,
probably Alan Watts. You listen to him a lot.
You can't think yourself into right acting, you have to act your way into right thinking. Our thoughts are gonna happen, we don't really have control over our thoughts, like, they just happen initially without us trying to have them. So, like, if you're having bad thoughts, like, you can't, you really can't, like, change your thinking only. The way that your thinking is going to change is by doing other things. Like, you have to act, you have to behave a certain way, and eventually your thoughts will follow suit. But if you're thinking about all the ways that you need to change, or thinking about all the ways that you need to be wrong, then you're not...
I'm just being neurotic and not
helpful at all to anyone.
Yeah. Look at my boy. This will be the end of the video. This is Aristotle. This one, he looks real. He looks like... Aristotle looks like Robin Williams.
Oh, yes, he does look like Robin Williams.
But yeah, he talked about virtues a lot and habits, and he said that, like if you want to be courageous, you become courageous by doing courageous acts.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's the habits that you keep up that kind of define what kind of person you are, you know? Which is another fucking idea I had. Where is it?
If you just sit in your room and think, I want to be courageous, I want to be courageous, let me just think about how I can be courageous. Let me think about why I shouldn't have the right to be courageous. That doesn't help you be courageous.
You're right, bitch. Maybe that's the first thing I should do. Is like just go through Aristotle again, so I could stop being a dumb bitch and neurotic, like a neurotic existentialist versus just a Greek guy that's like, I think it's good if you don't do extremes. Oh yeah, this is another topic I came up with. Why your funeral is the most important party of your life. So yeah, I'm full of ideas.
Now if we could just get you into the bringing them into fruition, which you're doing, and so I'm very proud of you. Just keep doing it and stop thinking about it.
I'll make a fucking sticky note that says don't think about it, dude.
Yep.
Look at all my sticky notes. I got them everywhere. Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
Thank you, Mindy.
Nice grip.